Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Your support means a lot and helps this channel grow. So sit back, relax, and let's get started with today's video. The Spanish 10 euro cent coin from 2009, full technical specs, design background, minting info and collecting notes. The Spanish 10 euro cent 10 centimos coin struck for circulation in 2009 is a standard issue euro cent coin of the first map series and follows the common European reverse while carrying a distinctly Spanish obverse. It is made of Nordic gold, an alloy commonly used for euro cents, weighs approximately 4.10 grams, measures 19.75 millimeters in diameter and about 1.93 millimeters in thickness, and has a reeded milled edge, specifications that match the European 10-cent standard. The reverse common side shows the large numeral 10, with the words Euro cent, and the stylized map relief of Western Europe with vertical lines and 12 stars, the design that unifies 10-cent coins across the euro area and was created by the European engraver Luc Luycx of the Royal Belgian Mint. The Spanish national obverse used on the 2007-2009 series, and therefore on the 2009 pieces, honors Spain's literary giant Miguel de Cervantes. A portrait head of Cervantes in three-quarter view with his characteristic ruffled collar appears at the center, accompanied by the word España, the year 2009, and the mint mark M for Madrid. The obverse design for this particular portrait version is credited to Begoña Castellanos Garcia and was issued while Juan Carlos I was head of state. His name or effigy is associated with Spanish coinage from that period. In terms of metallurgy, the coins, Nordic gold, composition, a copper-based alloy usually composed roughly of 89% copper, 5% aluminium, 5% zinc and 1% tin gives the coin its distinctive golden color while being non-precious and robust for heavy circulation use. Regarding production and availability, the standard circulation strike from Madrid for 2009 is a common, high mintage issue. Hundreds of millions of 10-cent pieces were produced across years in Spain. One data source lists circulation mintage figures for some issues in the hundreds of millions, while proof and special mint sets have very small mintages, so typical circulated examples are worth face value for everyday use. Collectors generally look for uncirculated UNC or proof specimens, errors, or special presentation sets to find premium value. Proof issues occasionally had small mintages and fetch higher collector interest. Visually and symbolically, the obverse choice Cervantes was part of Spain's decision to feature eminent Spanish cultural figures on the smaller denomination coinage. Combined with the pan-European reverse, the 10-cent coin neatly expresses both national identity and shared European currency symbolism. In everyday terms, the coin functions exactly as any 10-cent euro, identical legal tender across the Eurozone. But for collectors it's appreciated for the Cervantes portrait variation, and for specimens in mint condition, special mint sets or proof strikes. If you want, I can 1. Expand this into 2 shorter paragraphs, one purely technical, specs and one about design, history, collecting. 2. Give a concise catalog style description suitable for a listing or social post. Or 3. Pull current market prices for UNC and proof examples from a couple of dealer sites. Tell me which and I'll fetch those. The Irish 10-cent euro coin dated 2002 is a small, bright gold circulation piece whose unassuming size hides a surprising amount of history, technical detail and everyday utility. It is struck in the alloy known as Nordic gold, an alloy of copper, aluminium, zinc and tin that gives the coin its non-magnetic golden appearance. Measures 19.75 millimeters across, has a thickness of about 1.93 millimeters and a mass of roughly 4.10 grams. Dimensions and composition chosen to balance durability, recognizability and cost for heavy daily use. The coin's national Irish side carries the timeless symbol of the Irish state, the Celtic harp, the same harp motif used across Irish coins and official seals, shown in traditional Gaelic style with the word Air vertically to one side and the date to the other. A design attributed to Jarlath Hayes and consciously based on the historic Trinity College harp, often called the Brian Boru harp, which links a modern circulation coin to a deep visual tradition of Irish identity. The reverse common European side follows the original common first series 10-cent design by Luc Luycx of the Royal Belgian Mint. It shows the denomination and a representation of Europe, the first series map that highlighted the THEN 15 EU members surrounded by the ring of 12 EU stars, a visual motif meant to signify the coin's dual nature as both an Irish national emblem and a pan-European means of payment. Physically, the edge of the 10 cent is milled, scalloped with fine indentations, often described as a shaped edge with fine scallops, or reeded like milling, a tactile feature that helps rapid identification and deters simple counterfeiting. The mass circulation of Irish 10c pieces in 2002 was very large. Ireland produced hundreds of millions of euro cents as it converted from the punt to the euro. Minting figures for the denomination in 2002 were reported in the hundreds of millions. Sources list figures in the approximately 275 to 276 million range, which means 2002 dated 10c coins are common and firmly in the realm of everyday pocket change rather than scarce collectibles. From a collector's perspective, that abundance is important. Most 2002 Irish 10c coins are worth face value in circulated condition, while value premiums appear only for exceptionally well-preserved mint state examples, error strikes, or specially issued proof uncirculated sets sold by official mints. Visual and tactile inspection, looking for sharpness of the harp, crispness of the date and stars, and any unusual doubling, die cracks or planchette defects, is the usual first step when evaluating an individual piece for potential premium value. Wear characteristics are predictable. Because the coin is relatively thin and used for frequent small transactions, high points such as the strings and top curve of the harp and the finer map lines on the common side will show softening first. Cleaning coins is generally discouraged for collectors because abrasive cleaning removes original mint luster and can reduce value. Mild soapy water and gentle drying are appropriate if a coin must be handled for display, but serious dealers and grading services prefer untouched surfaces. For long-term preservation, store uncirculated examples in inert coin flips or albums, away from humidity and PVC plastics that release damaging chemicals. On authentication and grading, standard world coin grading conventions apply: good, very fine, extremely fine, about uncirculated, mint state, and reputable third-party graders will examine strike quality, surface marks, luster and any signs of cleaning or environmental damage. Because the 10c is a very common denomination, most casual sellers and buyers transact at face value or small premiums for brilliant uncirculated pieces. Specialist Irish sets, proof issues and error coins are where serious numismatic interest concentrates. Finally, if you're cataloging or selling specimens, note the exact date, any mint marks or die varieties, weight and diameter to confirm authenticity, and include clear photographs of both sides under even lighting. Images that show the harp detail, the date and the EU stars will help any evaluator make a quick assessment.